what your profit is going to be. So you're stuck, all right? You are absolutely stuck, and you cannot get out of that trench that you've dug for yourself. So what I wanted to change with iPAS and my partners here is we wanted to create a system, small win fast, and then it would turn through automation and systems and education, turn into big wins automatically that you did not have to do anything to do, but the system itself, just like a franchise-style business, would upsell and would sell more products to that person, would show value, create community. All these things would happen, but all you have to do would be focus on the small win, because if yourself or other people that join you in a business, if they can get a small win, make a little bit of money very fast, they're going to keep doing that over and over and over again, right? So that makes them more money, and that's going to enhance how you make more money. So that's what iPAS was based upon, is creating simplicity where there wasn't and creating those small wins, and we accomplished that in a huge way. All right. So I also wanted to just mention the gentleman sitting next to me.
What's that guy sitting behind you?
The guy laughing all the time. He's Mr. Mark Dale. He's one of our business coaches that's responsible for helping you be successful in this business model. And a lot of you are going to get to know him very well through the websites, through the system that we built here. So when we launch this, you're going to see his face alongside mine quite a bit. All right. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump on the computer. I'm going to give you a tour of iPAS 2 tonight. I'm going to show you some of the features, how it works, the funnel, what you're about to get your hands on when we launch this thing, give you some golden nuggets tonight, and blow your mind by the kind of things that can happen with iPAS 2. And then I'm going to bring up Mark. He's going to talk about some of the process that we've gone through to actually build this. We're here actually in my office at iPAS office here in Minneapolis. We've been working all day on putting things together, getting this thing launch ready. But he's going to come on and talk about some of the things that we put together. And today was a big day, everybody. Today was the official day that one of our partnering companies, one of the companies that we're working with as a product provider, Empower Network, actually approved us as their accredited system for their company. This has taken months upon months upon months, well over 7 months now to get this to happen through the legal department and their own departments there. Today we got the official word that this is an accredited system for that Empower Network company. So congratulations to us, to them, to you for being so patient, because now we are ready to rock and roll. Hence, that's why we're doing this webinar and this hangout tonight. Okay, there's no more delays. Everything is pretty much ready to go to get into your hands. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and show my screen, and then we're going to get this thing started so you can see what iPAS looks like, how it's going to work for you, and we're going to have some fun. So let's go ahead and get this. All right. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. You guys should be able to see the screen here in just a second. Let me make sure it's refreshed. All right, you should be able to see, it says iPAS 2 System Introduction. I don't know if I see it on the screen. Do not. Let me try and refresh it for you guys. Let's try this again. There we go. I think we're good now. There we go.
Cool.
Okay, so this is what a person sees, but we're going to back up here. Let's start from the very beginning. When you join iPAS 2, and for those of you that are on this site, you should have gone to iPAS2free.com by clicking the button down below, or somebody referred you there. That's how you're going to get iPAS free for 30 days. And I'm going to go through that, what you're actually going to get here in just a minute. All right? So down below, you're going to be able to click that button. If you have it, make sure you do that at some point tonight so you can get iPAS 2 for free for the first 30 days and get yourself into the system and set up. Plus, it's going to give you early access to what I'm showing you here. So when somebody comes into your business, let's just say we launch, we're all launched, you got everything, you got this new business, what's going to happen is you're going to start sending people through a process. This is a process that we've constantly been testing, that we found to be the best way to get buyers the fastest and to change the success rate to this industry. And it starts with a presentation that looks just like this. Obviously, there'll be a video here. And a misconception online is a lot of times you join a business, you guys know what I'm talking about, you join a business and you send traffic to a capture page, right? And that capture page captures emails. And maybe 30% of those people put in their name and email address. But you know what's happening is people are smart. They're smoke screening you by putting fake information in that capture page. So you're really not getting 30%. You're getting maybe more like 15 to 25% of those people are actually putting in real information. So quality prospects are never even entering your offer, going to your sales page. So we knew that, and so that barrier of entry we fixed by combining the capture page and the offer together as one. So when you send traffic to your iPAS 2 page, it looks just like this. It'll have a video of myself or Adam. We have a couple versions that we'll be using. This presentation will sell a trial to iPAS, so people can try iPAS for $7 or $1, depending on which, and at that point, somebody can actually get in the system for a very low cost amount of money. And what is that? That's the small one we're talking about here. So what happens is you send traffic here, they put in their email address to get started, and then it goes ahead and pops this down right here where they put in their information. Okay, they just create an account. Now some people might back out here, but that's okay because you're actually building a list and you're building a lead here just by them going halfway. So you're not actually losing them on a page prior to this. This is the sales presentation. And even if they only fill out this partially and don't buy, you're still getting a really good lead out of the deal. Okay, but 100% of your traffic is actually seeing this. That is huge, you guys. It fixes a huge gap in the industry. So after they do that, they go ahead and put in their billing address, their credit card option, etc., and then they go ahead and submit that information. Okay, this is kind of what it looks like here. All right, there's their billing address. Actually, we'll go back one. There it is. So what happens is they go ahead and purchase this for $7, and that brings them right into iPAS as a trial member for $7. Why is that important? Because now all of those trial people get to see the system and try it for themselves for 7 days. This is a big deal because before what would happen is you'd send people to a capture page, maybe 30% would put in their information, then they'd have to watch a sales presentation to pay $7, and then once they paid $7, they'd have to watch another presentation to actually buy the system. So there was 2 barriers to entry. So we fixed all that by just saying, hey, try the system, check it out, and then once they're on the inside, that's where all the automation happens. So we wanted to do something that was so easy for people by saying, hey, all you got to do is get people to try the system. Send them to this page and get them to try this thing out. That's all you have to do. So the cool part about this is it's so easy to get people to pay $7 or $1 for a trial, and all those people are going to funnel right into this site right here. Okay? And here's where the magic happens, you guys. This is where all the logic and all the complicated stuff behind the scenes is going to allow you to not have to worry about selling and not have to worry about holding someone's hand and be able to sell that big ticket product for you. This is where a lot of people fall short because as you're going to learn when you go through this for yourself, that 60% of your income comes from those big dollar amounts that you sell. Now, we all know you can't sell $5 grand worth of stuff just on the site. All right, it's very difficult. People are smart. They don't trust that. But we built a system that actually allows you to do that, and I'm going to show you here. So when somebody actually pays for the trial, there'll actually be a timer on the screen here. It'll say, okay, here's the remaining time for your 7 days. This is actually an activated account, but you'll be able to see a timer in the upper right-hand corner. What's going to happen is they're going to have to go through 5 videos. Actually, it's 6 plus the introduction. So these 5 videos are what's going to train them and educate them on why iPAS is so powerful. You guys, there's nothing like this out there because this actually does the selling without selling. Okay? Now, these other icons at the top will be locked. There'll be little lock icons on these. So the only thing they can do is go through each video as in the order that they're at. They won't be read. They'll all be grayed out until they finish each one. So they'll go through the introduction, they'll watch the video. As they go through the video, they can go ahead. We'll just hit play just so you guys can see it. Okay, they're not long, but they're very thorough when it comes to explaining what the system does.
My name is Chris Jones.
Okay, so you see Mark and I here. So some cool things about this system is they must complete each video and hit the next button before they can see the next part. That ensures us that people are being educated properly to be able to move forward through the system. You guys, our whole goal with this is to help you make money, and we can't do that if you skip steps or if you don't understand something. And as a prospect, we can't expect somebody to spend money if they don't understand why they need to spend the money or why they would need a product or two. So that's what this ensures that your business is going to do. So the introduction just does a simple introduction to the system, but here's where the cool stuff starts to happen. On the right-hand side, you're going to see this green button. This is where a person can actually fill out a game plan, and this actually goes to what we call a business coach. We combined high-tech and high